Hi guys, and welcome back to episode number 3 of my new YouTube battle series, The School of Hard Knocks. Today we're going to get back into doing some battles. Hopefully we'll not have as much luck on our side as we did yesterday. I felt a bit unfortunate. We definitely didn't deserve to win the battle, this second battle that I played yesterday. So hopefully it's a bit fairer on my opponents today, and hopefully we have some great games. So I'm looking forward to this. Hope everyone's had a good day and looking forward to watching some good battles. So hopefully I'm looking forward to it today. We've got a couple of videos out the way, so I'm getting a bit more warmed into doing the videos. So hopefully my narration today will be great. I feel like it's going to be a lot better. So we'll be running the same team as I ran yesterday and the day before, and what I will be running the rest of this week. So I have decided that I'm just going to run this team for the rest of this week. Hopefully I'm going to get a team analysis up on Friday this week, and that should end off using this team. As I said yesterday and the day before, this is a team I ran at the recent London Internationals. I didn't do too well, but I don't need to keep reminding you of that. I do really like the team. It has some nice tricks in it, and hopefully when we get into the games today I can show off some of those tricks. So yeah, the team is Gyarados, Krookodile, Alolan Raichu, Alolan Marowak, Tapu Koko, Celesteela, and I think that's the 6. So we'll just jump back into it. We're just going to search for an opponent now, so hopefully we get someone pretty quick. I am just going to stick on my favourite music, the Gladian theme, because it is definitely the best theme of all the music. Or at least I think so. And we're not doing too bad on our rating. We're 1653. We've got 16 battles, so 13 wins, 3 losses. I know not all of those matches have been on the channel, but I did play some matches before I started doing the battle series just to get a feel for the team, because I hadn't really played too much on the battle spot ladder. So hopefully we've got someone from, I missed where they're from, but they got about a 1600 rating, mid 1600s, and they are running a Gastrodon, a Garchomp, a Gigalith, Celesteela, Tapu Koko, and Kartana. So what are we gonna do here? Right, let me think. The one thing about this team, I don't have a lot of options to hit the Gastrodon super effectively. So a lot of the time I'm going to be relying on the Celesteela to kind of just seed up and whittle it down that way, even though it probably will have recover. So I do need to try and nuke it somehow. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to go... I'm going to lead with my Raichu, just in case he leads Tapu Koko, although I don't see him leading Tapu Koko. I'm going to need Intimidate somewhere. So I'm going to lead Tapu Koko, Raichu. I'm going to bring my Celesteela, and I do feel like I need Intimidate here. But I'm actually not going to... No, I am going to, and I'm going to bring Krookodile. So let's jump straight into it. I'm not sure if I just flippantly made a decision there, but we'll see how it goes anyway. So, wow, this is taking forever, so I do apologise for this. I don't know if it's just me, but the initiating scenes always seem a lot longer in Sun and Moon. I don't know if it's just me or if everyone kind of experiences it or not. But anyway, here we go. So I lead off Alolan Raichu, Tapu Koko, and my opponent leads off Gigalith and Garchomp. So I'm guessing from this lead, the Garchomp probably has the not rough skin, but the other ability that ups its evasiveness in sand. So what can we do in this situation? I think Krookodile's not a bad switch in here, to be honest. So I get the Intimidate off on both of them, and I can fake out. Let's go for the fake out onto the Garchomp, and I'm going to just switch in my Krookodile for my Tapu Koko. I'm just trying to think what he'll probably go for here with the Gigalith. Could be a Stone Edge. Even the Z move might come up. I don't know. Or just plain old Rock Slide to get some damage, chip damage off. So we'll just see how this goes. As long as we got the fake out onto the Garchomp, we're stopping it from really doing anything this turn. And with the Intimidate, I'll hopefully nerf in their attack slightly. So I bring in the Krookodile. I'm going to get the Intimidate off. Alright, she gets a fake out on the Garchomp. And it is Rough Skin. No, it's not. Sorry, that was my life full damage. And the Gigalith, yeah, just goes for the Rock Slide. I'm going to just go for the Hidden Part Ice onto the Garchomp here with my Krookodile. Because I will outspeed the Garchomp, and I'm just going to go for the Tectonic Rage, I think it's called. The ground Z move onto the Gigalith, which should hopefully KO it, but we'll have to see. Gigalith's one of those Pokemon that's just extremely bulky, so it may survive. And if I'm honest, it wasn't a specific calc I actually did when I was putting my Krookodile together. So anyway, he's going to switch out the Garchomp into the Celesteela, so that's easy. Going to soak up the Hidden Part Ice, and I will get the Z move off, so we'll see what the damage is going to be like. Is it Tectonic Rage? Let's see. Tectonic Rage, I got it right. I remembered for once. So yeah, I'm going to get this off into the Gigalith, and let's see how much damage this does. Hopefully we pick up the KO. That would be a great start. Yeah, easy. Is that a crit? No. Yeah, no crit today. So that's us up one. Imagine he might bring the Garchomp back in here. But if not, then we see what his final and fourth Pokemon is. And it's a Gastrodon. Now, the thing is, he can just protect his Celesteela, because it is quite threatened here by the Thunderbolt from the Raichu. But I don't really want to just risk leaving it to just set up a substitute freely, so I think I'm kind of forced to go for the T-Bolt onto it. Let's think. I'm just going to taunt the Gastrodon so I can stop it from recovering. So if I can hopefully chip it down enough, and he's going to bring in the Garchomp, which is, yeah, I should have really thought of that, so that's not a great play on my part. So yeah, I would imagine he targets the Raichu here. Yep, and that's the Raichu gone. But at this point, I can bring in my Celesteela. And I can set up a Leech Seed onto that Gastrodon. Although, I wonder if you just switch it out, to be honest. I'm going to Leech Seed onto it anyway, and I'm just going to Earthquake with my Krookodile and start trying to get some damage onto it. This Gastrodon is a pain. This is definitely something I definitely overlooked. In the run-up to London, Gastrodon wasn't really something I should have looked at. Obviously it made so much sense and it was such a good Pokemon and it was such a good call at the event, but it wasn't something I really considered too much because I thought Tapu Bulu would be quite popular, Kartana as well, so it was something that I didn't really think of until a few days before, and it seemed like everyone was running it. So, and he scalds, well, he doubled into the Celesteela there, he scalded in Dragon Claw and he picks up the burn, but it's not the end of the world. At least we're getting some damage onto the Gastrodon at this point. And we picked up some nice damage there as well with the Earthquake onto Garchomp as well, so I think I am really tempted to seed onto the Gastrodon again, just because of the potential switch into Celesteela, and just Earthquake again with my Krookodile. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to Leech Seed into the Gastrodon slot again. I'm predicting that he's going to switch it out. So he resets the Taunt and he resets the Leech Seed again. And I'm just going to Earthquake just to cover if not. So we'll see what my opponent's going to do. Oh, so he withdraws the Celesteela. Okay, so I did get that wrong. But we're still getting good damage onto this Gastrodon, so that's the main thing. We might even have it. Oh no, it's proc the Citrus Berry. So it's going to restore some of its health. Yep, my Leech Seed's going to fail. It's going to Scald again into my Krookodile. Hopefully I don't get the burn. Yeah, it gets the burn. That's fine. That's fine. Because what I'll do here, I'm going to Taunt into the Celesteela now to stop that thing setting up with the Substitute and the Leech Seed on my side of the field, so hopefully it'll give me enough room to set myself up, get the Leech Seeds off I need to, and so I'm just going to Leech Seed the Celesteela, and I'm going to Taunt the Celesteela as well. I could just protect the Celesteela, to be honest, predicting the Taunt, and then just Scald into my Krookodile, and that'll burn both my turns, so it is a bit risky. And I've got, yeah, so I get the Taunt off, that's massive right now. And yeah, get my Leech Seed off, so that's brilliant. So next turn I'm quite happy I can just set up my Substitute. And he's going to be doing nothing but heavy slamming. Right. I really don't want this to come down to a Celesteela War, especially for the video. So if it does come down to it, I will forfeit, because I don't want you guys having to sit through that. But hopefully it won't get to that point yet. We've still got our Tapu Koko on the back, so we've still got some options. So what I'll do now is I'm going to can I get away with Heavy Slam? I'm going to Heavy Slam into the Gastrodon, and I'm going to switch out my Krookodile into the Tapu Koko. So at least late game I've got the Intimidate for that Garchomp if and when it comes back in. So I can just cycle that again. Because at the minute, Krookodile's not really going to be doing much damage-wise to either of these two. So I get my Coco back in. And let's see what he goes for. Yeah, he's withdrawing the Gastrodon, so to the Garchomp. I will get a bit of heavy slam damage onto it, but he avoids, which is huge. He's going to get heavy slam damage. That does a lot of damage to my attack with Coco. Wow. I think that Garchomp is probably in. I don't really want to Dazzling Gleam it and not knock it out. I think I'm not going to risk it this turn. Because if it's got the AV, then it's definitely won. So I'm just going to recycle the Intimidate onto the Garchomp and just seed into the Garchomp here. I'd imagine the Celesteela on their end is going to switch out to the Gastrodon. Just so I haven't got the Leech Seed recovery on it. And it'll burn the taunt when it switches out. Nope, let's just protect him with the Garchomp. I imagine he'd probably go for another heavy slam into the Krookodile. Yeah, just to wear it down. That's fine. And he has got the Beast Boost, but that Garchomp hasn't got its evasiveness boost anymore, as the Sandstorm has just died. I think it really comes down to now, if I can get the Dazzling Gleam off onto the Garchomp and pick up the kill, that would be pretty big. And I wonder as well, as I've got the Intimidate off onto the Celesteela now with the Heavy Slam, I will hopefully survive the Heavy Slam, although I don't know because of the chip damage I've taken from the Sandstorm on top of that. I don't really have too many more options with what I can do. So to avoid getting this sub, the Leech Seed on myself, I am just going to put up a sub and I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. And hopefully I pick up the KO on the Garchomp. If not, then I think that's pretty much game and it's going to be a loss. The other thing is as well that the Celesteela is free to kind of just sub up itself on his side of the field now. Oh, so he protects. Okay. So I'm going to get a free sub up. And this is going to be, I don't know what this is. Let's see. Is it enough? Yeah, it is actually. So that's great. And they've got the sub up. So that's pretty huge. And now as it's protected, I wonder if I'm going to be able to just get a Thunderbolt straight off onto that Celesteela, but it's got the Beast Boost, so I don't know if it's going to be enough to pick up the KO, as I'm not running Life Orb. Although, I don't know, from that distance, we'll just have to see, we'll just do it in C. And what I'll do is bring the Gastrodon back in. It can sit and recover, but I will get a Leech Seed up onto it, and then we'll just try and go to town on it. Hopefully he doesn't get the double protect off with the Celesteela here, because I think that's something you might have to do. So we'll just go for it. I'm going to T-Bolt into the Celesteela. Let's hope it picks up the KO. Do have the Electric Terrain up. And I'm just going to seed onto the Gastrodon. The Gastrodon protects. Okay. So if we get this KO, that's huge. Because that Tapu Koko will still be on the field. Nah, no way. No way. So bulky. But we do get the paralysis, so if we get lucky again. Nah. I wonder if this will KO though. I did say before. Oh wow. So it does hang on. And now I've got to wonder, is the Dazzling Gleam and Heavy Slam going to be enough to kill that Gastrodon? I really don't know. Let's see. We don't really have many options at this point. So I'm going to just Heavy Slam and I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, that's all I can do. So I'll just Dazzle and hopefully pick up the KO on the Gastrodon. It failed, so we get the Dazzling Gleam off. I don't think it's going to be enough, you know. I really don't. I don't know what this Heavy Slam damage is going to be like. Burnt. Is it going to be enough? No, definitely not. Oh my. So we are getting shined down on again. So we get the fully paralysed there on their Celesteela, which is huge because they would have just went for... They would have just went straight for the Heavy Slam, so my Tapu Koko would have been KO'd. And we can just go T-Bolt into the Celesteela and Heavy Slam again into the Gastrodon, and that should be game. So yeah, probably not the most exciting match to watch, so I do apologise for that. It is a bit stally, but we managed to look out a little bit. The win again. So my opponent just forfeits and we win. So that was a great game. Thank you very much for the game there, man. And that's our first game done. So yeah, the fully paralysis there. I wonder if I would have been able to see out the game at that point, because the Gastrodon at that point was in the tiniest amount of red, and I would have still been chipping away with the Leech Seed on the Celesteela at that point. So, but we'll never know. So we're just going to jump straight into the next game. And hopefully, I keep saying hopefully, it'll be a clean game. I don't particularly like getting lucky in games. But like I said yesterday, it's part of the game. You know, you've just got to take it when you get it. And take it when it's against you. But this Tapu Koko, I'm sure it was a T-Bolt yesterday that had the paralysis on, was it the Ninetales? So yeah, this Tapu Koko is like a hacks machine, which I'm not complaining about, but it didn't do that at London, so maybe it's trying to make up for it. Anyway, we're just looking for another opponent now. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, and we're creeping close up to the 1700 mark. It'd be nice if we could break 1800 before Friday, before I do the team analysis. And the other thing I'm thinking about through these videos, I know I'm not explaining as much about the team and the concept of the team as much as I would like to through the videos. So, but I figure when I do the team analysis video, I'll be able to go through all of that, so you guys will be able to have a real overview and my thought processes behind why I chose certain Pokemon and what their job and role was to perform in the team. So, there's some quirky things, like the Marowak, for instance. I didn't feel like I needed Boomerang on the Marowak, because I've got the Krookodile that cover the ground moves for myself. So over Boomerang, I placed Perisong. Anyway, we've got our next opponent from the USA, Kevin, mid 1700s, and he is running an Arcanine, a Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, Kartana, Gastrodon, and Gigalith. We've seen a lot of Gigaliths recently. I do like Gyarados here, but again, he has got the Gastrodon, which does put in a lot of work against Gyarados. I do like Krookodile. Krookodile's actually really quite good here. Just have to be careful with the Kartana and the Lele. But Celesteela isn't a bad switch in for either of those. It just needs to be... Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll lead Krookodile just to have that Intimidate support again. I will bring Celesteela because it does do work against the Lele. It walls the Kartana's attacks to an extent. Does good job against Gastrodon and Gigalith, so I think I will go Raichu, Marowak, and no, I'm not going to bring Marowak. I'm going to bring Tapu Koko and Celesteela. Marowak might have been nice for the Kartana, but again, it does depend on what the Kartana is. If the Kartana is Assault Vest, it's going to be a lot harder to take down with just my special attackers. If it's not, I can try and cycle the Intimidates and just wear it down like that. But we'll get into it now. Kevin looking cool. So I'm leading off Krookodile Raichu. And my opponent is leading off Tapu Lele Arcanine. So this isn't the worst situation. I do need to be super careful with the Arcanine though. I mean the Tapu Lele into the Krookodile, because I can easy one-shot my Krookodile. And the switch from my Krookodile and my Celesteela is quite obvious. And I can't fake out because of the misty terrain. So, what do I want to do? Also depends how bulky that Arcanine is, because my Psychic from my Raichu is going to do a huge chunk to it. What have I got to bring in? I'm going to bring in my Celesteela. I'm not. I'm going to protect my Krookodile this turn. I'm going to protect, yeah. I'm just going to protect my Krookodile. And I'm going to Psychic straight into the Arcanine. Helping Hand. Is he going to just Moonblast straight into my Raichu? Let's see what damage we do. That's good damage. He's just Dazzling Gleaming. Okay. And that just cleanly takes out my Raichu. Is that Life Orb? Nope. Right, so... I'm going to bring in my Tapu Koko. Just to get rid of that Psychic terrain. And I'm pressuring the Arcanine straight away with the knockout. What I'm going to do is switch my Celesteela. I'm going to switch my Celesteela in for my Krookodile. And I'm going to just go for... really want to get rid of the Arcanine here. But don't want to discharge. Because he's quite free to just go for Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam again. A Dazzle should... I'm just going to go for the Dazzling Gleam here just to cover that Arcanine so I can get it off the field, so I'm not just continually taking Helping Hand damage every turn. So the sooner I can get rid of that, the sooner that will stop. So yeah, he's just going to go for the Helping Hand again. And let's see, is it going to be a Dazzle? Yeah, another Dazzling Gleam. Nope. so that takes the Arcanine down, that's fine. And what's he going to do? Is he going to... Yeah, it does Dazzling Gleam again. And Tapu Koko should take this. Yeah, it's not too bad. That Dazzling Gleam damage is huge with Albinand. Could that even be Specs? Because it's doing so much damage. I mean, my Tapu Koko is Assault Vest, and that did a huge amount of damage. Did a lot to the Celesteela as well. And I'm pretty locked here, to be honest, because I can't really switch in my Krookodile, because I'm just going to take a Dazzling Gleam. And my Celesteela... Yeah, so... Oof. Right, I'm going to protect my Celesteela. Oh no, this is not great. Not great at all. There's no way I'm KOing that Tapu Lele from there with a Thunderbolt. No way. No chance. I think I've lost this, really, to be honest. I'll go for the T-Ball and protect my Celesteela, but I think I am just stalling out the inevitable here. That Tapu Lele is a beast. And now, really looking back, the Marowak would have definitely been the better shout in this match. Yeah. So I really don't think there's much I can do here. I think the only thing I can hope for is that Tapu Lele is min speed, and I creep it slightly with my Krookodile. But I don't see that happening. I think I'm just going to go down to a T-Ball and Dazzling Gleam. Because the thing is, if it's not Specs, I can take a Dazzling Gleam, but everything about this match so far is kind of indicating that it is Specs, which is huge. I am just going to, just on the off chance that my Celesteela survives somehow, I'm going to Heavy Slam into the Lele, and I'm just going to Earthquake with my Krookodile. Because I really don't think there is a lot else I can do in this situation. Yeah, so I think this will take me down. Yep, and a single target Dazzling Gleam is going to do the job all day long, unless I'm faster. Which I am. Wow, okay. So I should pick up the KO on both here. That's interesting. Okay, that is huge. Okay, that flips everything. But then again, he's probably got the Gastrodon in the back, so that kind of ends that. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know. Okay, that's huge. I don't run that much speed on my Krookodile. I think I hit about 118. And I know Lele, just neutral nature with no investments, 115. So, okay, so what we'll do here is we'll go for the Z Tectonic Rage into the Gastrodon, see how much damage we can get off, and hopefully that's enough. With another Earthquake we can KO it, and hopefully we don't get the burn onto my Krookodile. That would be huge. So if we Scald, if we just avoid the burn for one turn, that would be massive. And let's see how much this huge Tectonic Rage is going to do. Let's see. Poor little Gastrodon. Wow. That did a lot of damage. Okay, so it's got the Citrus Berry. We proc that. So let's pray we don't get the Scald burn. Come on. We don't get the Scald burn. Okay. So, will an Earthquake be enough? Let's think. Let's have a look. Because I'm pretty sure Earthquake. so the earthquake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just go for the earthquake, and hopefully single target, it will pick up the KO. And this is like the craziest turnaround in a battle that I've had in a long time. So let's see. Come on, Krook. Let's finish this off. Amazing. Yes, we win. So that is awesome. Cool. I thought when I just had my Krookodile and my Celesteela left, I thought that was game. But what a sweep by Krookodile. Just shows how awesome he is. But yeah, it was all dependent on that speed of the Lele. If that Lele had outsped, that would have been game over. So anyway, guys, we're going to wrap the video up there. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with another episode. We'll do another couple of videos, and we'll try and keep climbing up the ladder. So until then, I'll see you later. Bye.